students in this online session. It is due to the vision of Dr. Manish Shah, sir, Vice President of LG Group of Institutes, to create this opportunity to showcase the talent of budding engineers in the form of open-ended challenge to design innovative structure of solar-powered tree. LGIT has given the challenge to their students to design it while taking care of cost and space constraints. In current scenario, non-renewable energy sources are degrading day by day. And in the same line, the value of renewable energy source is rapidly increasing and solar energy comes out to be an economical option as energy source. When we talk about the space, aesthetics and cost, solar trees proves to be a groundbreaking alternative to a conventional solar plants. Exploring further in that area, the students were given a task to design a unique structure for solar tree following certain specifications. The students were given the certain specification according to that they need to design a solar tree. The design criteria which were given was we need to design a structure for 3 kilowatt hour system having structure height between 10 to 15 feet and wind speed sustained that structure is limited to 80 km per hour.
So on this pleasant and colorful morning online session, it is my privilege to introduce dignitaries. I would like to welcome Dr. Dinesh Awasthi, Vice Chancellor of LGT University. I would also like to welcome Dr. Anil Sudhar, the Director of LJ Institute of Technology. With us, we have a distinguished experts from related field of solar energy. I am glad to introduce the first jury member of this session, Dr. Omkar Jani, Director of Kannada Energy and Energy Systems Private Limited. Dr. Omkar Jani received his PhD in Electrical Engineering from Georgia Institute of Technology with specialization in solar photovoltaic science and engineering, and completed his postdoctoral fellowship from the Institute of Energy Conversion, University of Delaware. During his doctorate and postdoctoral research, Dr. Omkar has worked on programs funded by U.S. Defense Advanced Research Projects Agency, which is well known as DARPA, U.S. Defense of Energy, DOE, National Renewable Energy Laboratory, NREL, National Aeronautics and Space Administration, NASA, and Solar America Initiative. I would welcome him to this session. Next, I am glad to introduce the second jury member of this session, Mr. Prashant Bora, Director of P. Bora Design and Engineering Consultants. Mr. Prashant received Bachelor's and Master's of Engineering in Civil Engineering with specialization in Structural Engineering from LD College. He has expertise in providing design consultancy service to greenfield expansion of industrial buildings, design services for pre-engineering buildings, roof trusses, chemical power structures, EPP and SPP plants, and all type of industrial structures. Next, I am glad to introduce the third jury member of this session, Mr. Prakash Vani, Director of Staticus Design Private Limited. Mr. Prakash works for design ideas in diverse mediums with innovative techniques to create novel products and works. And a final jury member, the fourth one, is Mr. F.D. Patel. He is an expert in solar energy sector. I would welcome all the jury members to this virtual session. Now I request Dr. Dinesh Awasthi to welcome the dignitaries and say some golden words to participants. Over to Dr. Dinesh Awasthi, sir.
Thank you, Mr. Mayor.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
At the outset, let me congratulate and compliment the engineering and technology of LJ Group for organizing this wonderful competition. I welcome Mr. Dr. Omkar Jani, Mr. Prashant Bora, my friend Prakash Vani, and Mr. Falgun Patel. I also welcome Dr. Anil Sudhar, Director of LJIT, Madam Preksha, Head of the Department, Mr. Tushar Thakkar, HOD, and event hosts Manish Patel, Milan Trivedi, Kavit Shah, and Sandeep Dalwadia. If you look at the total requirement of energy and the kind of installations we have, I was a bit intrigued and surprised to see that even today, about 71% of the energy which is installed in the country is thermal, which is the dirtiest of the sources. It is followed by renewable sources, wind, solar, and other sources, which is about 15.56%. Hydro is about 11.81%, and nuclear is 1.8%. This is the national status. Now, if we look at Gujarat, and if you look at the potential of renewable energy and the current status, Gujarat has tremendous potential for clean energy, which is estimated to be 1.21 lakh megawatts. Against this, we are at the moment generating just 10,000 megawatts, which is about 9% or 8.5 or 9%. Of which solar is about 2,654 and wind is 7,016 megawatts. And Gujarat comes fifth at the all India level. But as you know, today, our Prime Minister is going to inaugurate a 30,000 megawatt facility of solar in Kutch, which is going to be one of the largest. And if we, which is about 30,000 megawatts. But one thing which is concerning is that it will require 66,000 hectares of land. Now, land is also a non-renewable source. You can expand anything, but you can't expand land because that is a given. So, if you want to expand solar energy, you will require land. And land is in short supply. So, there has to be some alternative. One of the, I remember Narendra Bhai sharing one of his experiences with us about 7-8 years back in EDI, where I was director, that he called his engineers and said that we have a huge network of canals. And can we put solar panels on canals? So it will do two things. One, the water evaporation will reduce and we will be able to supply power wherever it is required to farmers. So the experiment was done on one kilometer. It was successful that both the ends of canal, they are linked and power is put. This was, I thought, wonderful idea of saving land. Now, I was talking to Manish Bhai and others when I came to know about this, that if you want to save land, see, in wind, what happens? In wind, you have turbines and you don't need so much of land. So what to do with solar? And that is the time when idea came that can we have solar tree, which requires less of land and much more output. So it's more efficient, more land, less land consuming, and more eco-friendly. And I'm very glad that the institute has organized this competition. In all, shortlisted are 16 innovators, which this very August jury will be evaluating and sequencing that who is the best and who is. But to me, all are best because all are creative minds. And I'm so thrilled about these 16 creative minds that I would like to compliment and congratulate all the 16. So for me, every design is first design because for them it is first. For us, it is first. But well, when there is a competition, one has to be number one has to be number 16. So that is not important for me. For me, all the 16 designs are ace designs because they have been selected from a large number of entries. So I would like to again congratulate and compliment the team, the LJ University Engineering College team led by Professor Anil Suthar, Priksha Ben, Tushar Bhai, who have done really a lot of hard work in mentoring these students. So your mentorship has borne fruits, and those fruits are going to be presented for evaluation, how sweet they are. And the jury which you have is remarkable. I know Prakash Bhai personally. I'm glad to know the other members of the jury like Falgun Bhai and others. So it is a great privilege for me to be opening this competition. I take this opportunity to open the competition and wish everybody all the best. And I wish that our jury members, so Dr. Jani, Mr. Vora, Prakash Bhai, and Mr. Patel, they enjoy. And something also triggers in their mind. I would request them to not only look at these products or these designs from sequencing point, or from the point of view of just numbering them or deciding winners and not winners. But I would request all the 4 members to look at the designs, look at the efficiency of designs, look at the architecture of designs, and then please mentor my students. Please suggest, please give your opinion, and please give your ideas that how they can improve further. Because this is first cut. So what LJ is presenting before you, sir, Dr. Jani, Mr. Bora, Prakash Bhai, and Mr. Patel, these are first cut. Now, I would like you people to really give a finishing touch. Prakash Bhai has been a designer. He has been giving shapes to a lot of things. I would like to, all of you like him, to give shapes to the vision and to the ideas of our young students who are still in their infancy. I mean, I'm sure these designs will not be final designs. I'm sure each design will require some improvement. I'm sure they will lack somewhere or the other in terms of wind directions, in terms of sun directions, in terms of efficiency, in terms of basic angles. And you people are experts. So it will be my personal appeal to all the 4 of you to not only jury, not to judge who is good or who is not so good, but my personal request for you will be to please help them, please mentor them, and please help them realize their dreams to come up with better products, better designs, more efficient systems. I think that is what we are looking forward from the university point of view. We are looking forward to this kind of contribution from all the 4 of you. My compliments to Anil Bhai, Praksha Bhai, Tushar Bhai, everybody who is involved, and congratulations to all the 18 or 16 participants. All the 16 participants have won for me because they have won my heart. My young students, you have done wonderful work. Don't dishearten if juries decide that your product is not the best than somebody else's is. That is not important. But all the 16 of you are for me gems. I would like to meet personally each of you in my office. And I request Anil Bhai, Dr. Sudhar, to please bring them to my office. I would like to meet them and personally congratulate them. Thank you very much. Thank you. Yeah, over to you, Milan.
Thank you very much, Dr. Awasthi sir, for your inspiring and encouraging words. I would like to say to Dr. Omkar Dani, starting with Dr. Omkar Dani, to say a few inspiring words to these students, these budding engineers. Dr. Omkar Dani.
Hello,
Please,
good morning. Can you hear me?
Yes, sir. Thank you.
Dr. Dinesh Awasthi ji, Dr. Anil Sudhar, Dr. Manisha, faculty and staff, other colleagues on the jury, and especially the students and the competitors. A very, very good morning on a very one of the very awkward days of our lives. but it gives me great pleasure to be here and be a part of this competition. I've been involved with academia in, of course, I did my studies and a little bit of engineering in India. Then I went abroad, studied for 10 years, worked a little bit, came back for the last 10 years, been involved in academia partially in research, partially with government policy making, and partially with the industry. And what I'm realizing is, especially being an engineer myself, you always expect something more from your own kind, which is from engineers. And what I'm realizing is today the need of the hour for engineers is to think out of the box. And that is not necessarily technical, but in a lot of different aspects also. And one of the best ways to learn as an engineer is through such competitions. What such competitions provide you is one of the best platforms. And these platforms teach you how to organize yourself into teams, how to distribute your tasks, how to solve problems, how to communicate. So today you guys will be doing your best in communication, right? Presenting your ideas. And these are all very important traits that is required in life. And competitions, I've been a part of many competitions during my student life. And what these competitions teach me is how to fight and how to win, right? I think this is one of the most interesting forums. I've been encouraging a lot of universities to hold such competitions. There is something very similar happening, and I would like to encourage Dr. Awasthiji to look into something called Solar Decathlon. So this was something I was a part of in the US, where the US Department of Energy invites different universities in coming together and competing on making these solar sustainable houses. And I think such a platform and such an honorable institution would make an excellent platform to build this further. As from my side, I come from a research background. My entire organization right now, although we call it an industry, we are heavily research driven. And I'll be very happy to share whatever resources, whatever support we can, and take this further. We encourage such innovations, and I think and innovations is a need of the hour for the country. It's interesting that Dinesh Awasthiji mentioned the solar, canal top solar. So I was personally involved in selecting the site where the first megawatt of canal top solar was to be installed. And it was a brilliant idea. And the very next site which was to be selected, we said, no, this cannot be out in the middle of an agriculture land, near an agriculture land. We need for people to see what this is. And so the very next project we selected for canal top solar is in the middle of Vadodara. So whenever you enter Vadodara and you see the entire solar structure, that site was specifically chosen so that we could communicate to people that this is an option, right? It is a very viable option. So, and we feel that the solar tree is an interesting and equally challenging proposition, right? You have limited land. You need to bring the cost down. Today, people are talking about 2 rupees per unit of solar power. That is where the solar power prices come down. Mainly it is driven by capital cost. So in solar, the name of the game is, one is performance, and the second is cost. And the solar tree is an excellent example where the students can showcase their skills in improving the performance and bringing the capital cost down. So having said that, I wish all the participants the very best of luck. We will love such competitions, and we will be very happy to encourage the students online during the competition, and even offline if we feel there's something to be done later on. We'll be very happy to come together with Dr. Dinesh Awasthiji and take it further. Thank you very much and have a good day.
Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Dr. Omkar sir. Thank you for sharing your experience with us. Next, we have Dr. Prasham Bora. Please, sir. Please share your experience, sir.
Thank you. Thank you very much. Especially Dinesh Masti ji, Omkar Jani sir. First of all, I wanted to thank LJ College that appoint as a chief guest. Basically, solar tree is a very good type of new innovative structure. It is something called upcoming type of solar industry. It is called it is something like that. And LJ College organized this one is it is a unique way. Now, I just wanted to share my experience that during my college life, I had connected and I have I have attended many competitions. And as Dr. Jani asked really good, that due to this competition, my skills get enhanced very much. And this is really a good thing for student, and it is a really good platform. I don't want to expand and say more, but I just want to say all the best to all students and give your best. Thank you. Thank you, sir. Over to you, sir.
Thank you very much, sir. Thank you for your encouraging words. We will next, the jury member, we will try to, we are going to welcome Dr. F.D. Patel.
Good morning, friends. Dr. Awasthi, sir. First of all, thank you very much for giving me an opportunity for the LJ College. Hello, are you hearing me?
Yes, yes.
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 That today, at least, I have a privilege to at least know some good and fresh ideas from the young king, and we share based on our experience what we can do something better for the nations. Solar, we know the India and basically Gujarat having a very at least blessed with the solar energies, and at least integration. The Gujarat is all is in the ahead of at least getting the opportunity, availing the opportunity in the field of the solar energy. Gujarat is the always remain first to get new innovative ideas like Dr. Omkar Jani has noted this canal based. Other we have at least installed in 2012 this tilting based solar system in dump top where the waste land that we have efficiently used. The same way, these solar trees are also a very good, at least, a way and opportunity to look forward. And definitely today, at least, we get new innovative ideas from your college students. We share our views based on our experience, and definitely we go for something new, which is good for the nation's college. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much, F.D. Patel, sir, for your kind words. And moving on with the presentation. Thank you very much, jury members, for joining this online session. Next, we will start with the presentation of students where they will showcase their talents, their presentations, their designs for the innovative designs for this solar power tree.